So I ended up buying one of these cheap throttle locks from Amazon. This one actually was like 10 bucks. It comes with the lock itself, and it also comes with 2 of these rubber sleeves in case you don't have rubber grips, I would imagine. I tried getting this guy over my rubber grip just to see if it would make a difference, but that was too much of a pain in the butt. So these are going back in this little bag, and they're going in that little bag. And basically what this does, it just kind of slips over your grip kind of like so. You kind of snug it down like a so. So that way when you're cruising, you can open your throttle, roll this guy forward, keeps pressure on your front brake lever, holds your throttle open for you, gives your hand a brake, acts kind of like a cruise control device, and you can just roll forward. So let's say, for instance, we're cruising, we want to take a little break, flip that forward, keeps pressure on the throttle, and we're good to go. Now, I tested this device on my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero 750 chopper, and this is what happened. All right. Right lane, staying out of everybody's way, 35 miles an hour. Let's flip her down, cruising about 40. Taking my hand off. And it just slips, gradual decel. So I already don't have a ton of faith in this setup, but somebody commented on that video that they used a very similar device, maybe this same one, I'm not 100% sure, and they went multi-state with it without issues. So it got me thinking, what are the differences between my 2008 Kawasaki Mean Streak and my 2008 Honda Shadow Chopper? The main thing is, other than the obvious that this is bigger, and actually this is the bike that I want to use this thing on, it's these guys right here. This bike has rear shocks on it. I have hard struts on the other bike. Plus these are factory OEM bars on my Mini. The Shadow has aftermarket bars that don't have any weights in it, so I'm thinking maybe it's too much vibration. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe this device does work. So today we're going to test it on this bike and see if we get the same result. So we're going to go ahead and snug this guy down. I have no clue how tight this needs to be. And that O-ring is pretty squished. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not, but who knows? This thing didn't really come with any instructions. Now I'm trying to keep this test as consistent as possible. Both bikes have the Van Colt's waffle grips on them, and we're on the same road we were before. So any kind of like grade smoothness should be the same. The only difference is it's probably like 10 or 20 degrees cooler this morning, so I might not be going as fast. That's why I got the big old Batwing on here today, trying to keep me from freezing too much. All right, we are accelerating normal speed, increasing to, oh, this is that bump. Never mind, hold on. This bump is way too aggressive. Woo, I got air off the seat, baby. Heck yeah. Let's just say indicating 60, holding the throttle, holding this guy down, letting it go. That's actually holding. It's drifting slightly. Now if we roll forward, that kind of deactivates it, and now we can just cruise normally. Wow, that actually worked pretty good compared to the Shadow. That actually kind of worked. Well, maybe my initial impressions were incorrect. Maybe it just needed to be the right bike. Now, for the sake of science, we need to do this probably at minimum 3 times. 3 times minimum. And if we get good results, then 3's probably good enough. So let's go ahead and give this a try again. We're about 50-ish miles per hour, holding throttle. I push the throttle lock thingy down, letting go. And it's, for the most part, it's holding. For the most part. This is, I mean, it doesn't even look like it's drifting. Oh, we're getting too close to the car, so I roll it forward to kind of deactivate it. Wow. Huh. Well, I'll be dipped. I am pleasantly surprised. I don't often get pleasantly surprised, because I'm more of a expect the worst, you're never disappointed kind of guy. That's just because I try to be realistic about everything. Maybe this thing does work. 10 bucks. This was $10. Now, we could get on the 70 mile per hour road, but it's still like 44 Fahrenheit this morning, and that's, I kind of don't want to. I just don't want to. It's going to be chilly. But yeah, it's holding really good. It's not like flip-flopping back and forth. I'm going to snug her up just a hair more, I think, but it seems to do the job. Like, as of right now, I am confident enough in this little device. I'm going to put an affiliate link in the description, so if you guys want to check it out for yourself, you can. But we're going to do one more test. And maybe I should have done this on, like, 540, because that would be, like, the actual speed I'd be going on this thing. But we're indicating 55, pushing it forward, letting off. This time it's dropping a little bit. That time it was actually, that time it was slipping. So maybe there's a certain tension you gotta have on this thing. Maybe that's what the deal is. What if we turn her left just a little bit? Just a little bit. So we're gonna do test number 4, because test number 3 was, you know, I adjusted the device, so that may have been the issue. Holding, pushing it forward, letting off. Is that increasing? Oh, we're going slightly downhill, that might be it. But it's definitely holding speed. We're going slight uphill. She drops a little bit. I think it's definitely working better than it did last time. The outcome of this test is definitely better than what it was. And I know we were gonna do 3, but we did 4. So why the heck not? Let's do one more. I got it set, letting go. And that looks like it's holding to me, everyone. That looks like it's holding to me. But next time I take this bike on a trip, I think I'm definitely gonna throw this in my bag, throw it in my pocket. I'm gonna take it with me for sure. Because I think it did pretty good. You know, I wouldn't rate it like a 9 out of 10. I'd probably put it like a solid 7. Because it works. But also, it's $10. So, you gotta take the amount I spent into it account as well. And it's also worth noting that with this being a universal piece, it's obvious it doesn't work for every bike. And if you want to see this little throttle lock test on my Honda Shadow Chopper, you can check that video out right here. As always, y'all be good. See ya.